There is no better example, or worse example, I should say, because of the ramifications of it, than the Keystone Pipeline. They come into office, like you said, running on this phony campaign side. Hey, we're all about tolerance, the middle class and the little guy, while they ram it right up the wazoo for every middle class worker out there. You got 11,000 solid middle class jobs wiped out because Joe Biden wants to kiss the ass of the climate activist left.
Pipeline would not make a meaningful long-term contribution to our economy. So if Congress is serious about wanting to create jobs, this was not the way to do it.
I'm pleased to announce that the Dakota Access Pipeline, which I just mentioned, is now officially open for business, a $3.8 billion investment in American infrastructure that was stalled, and nobody thought any politician would have the guts to approve that final leg. And I just closed my eyes and said, do it. Think of it to a company standpoint. They build this massive pipeline going for miles, then they have to hook it up a little section, and they're stopped. And I said, that's not fair.
Now, obviously, we haven't seen this many executive orders in such a short period of time, but I absolutely expected it because, look, the left, these left of center people and far left people, they campaign and talk about, I care about working people, I care about jobs, we want to help them and so forth. But then you have to make a decision. And there's a policy before you, like the Keystone Pipeline, does nothing for the environment. Getting rid of the Keystone Pipeline will do nothing for the environment, but it will, getting rid of it, upset our Canadian allies and put 11,000 families on the unemployment line at a time when it's hard to find work and the kind of work we need in this country. And they had no problem at the stroke of a pen putting 11,000 people out of work. And so I think the proof is in their actions. They say they care about jobs, but when the time comes to protect them, they choose the agenda of the far left over jobs for Americans. And people are seeing it. And unfortunately, 11,000 families have been hurt. And the arrogance of some of these people to say, well, we're going to find them other jobs and clean tech. Is that next week? Is that next month? Or are you talking about 10 years from now? Because these families need to eat and pay rent and raise their kids.